gonna make this video with no goddamn edits. If you are a black man, do not get online. Do not go out in public and ask us as black women why we will not speak to y'all. I'm not gonna even cut this video. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all are a mutation gene of us, and you have forgotten your fucking position. And then you're looking for your way back to your mama, right? And you riding through the matrix, the my tricks and my and her tricks, and you getting caught up in her web. You're in this system of patriarchy where you think that you're running shit, and y'all are very dangerous. Y'all have become very dangerous through this false sense of superiority and power that you think you have over the black woman. That's why we're not speaking. Y'all are weird. And when I say weird, I mean y'all are wired different. Y'all are wired to a degree of entitlement, right? Y'all are very entitled. So once you go, hey, how you doing? And we say, hey, good, how you doing? We are expecting that it's just a hey, how you doing, period, point blank. After that, y'all follow up with trying to holler. It's not that the hollering is a problem, because some women may want that. I don't even like men enough for that. The issue is that you don't know how to take no for an answer. Y'all become violent. So now we feel like we're in danger. So instantly, if I'm saying no, I'm not interested, because that's usually what comes about. And you can even tell by the passion and a little bit of the anger that's within that, how I'm speaking, where it's at. Go look at the statistics and see why we don't speak nowadays. Because I'm the type of person, I like to speak. I like the randomness when people just speak and we don't know each other. We're supposed to be able to lift our heads up and down at each other and say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? You see another brother or kindred, kinfolk, you're supposed to be able to speak. Whether man or woman, it doesn't matter. We should be able to speak to each other. But the pattern I notice with black men is that they say, hey, you say hey back as a black woman, and then they try to holler at you. And when you say, no, I'm not interested, or I do not like men, they get mad at you, all type of names in a book that don't even exist in the dictionary. They calling you everything else but the queen and the primador and the goddess of the earth. They call you everything else but that all of a sudden, because you got no. Y'all are too fucking entitled. Y'all are nasty. Y'all are dirty. Look at that. I was about to say dingy and dirty at the same. Y'all are nasty, dingy, and dirty. Y'all are violent when you don't get what you want. And the whole time you're throwing a fit because you don't know where your mama at no more. May you return to the waters from whence you came and learn your fucking position. That's what you need to focus on. Figuring out how the fuck, when the fuck did you come about? Why are you and your brothers so disrespectful to the mama nowadays? Why are we where we are? Ask the right shit if you're going to ask me something. Don't ask me how I'm doing. Ask me how I'm feeling. So I can tell you I feel like you need to get the fuck out my face. Do you see where we at now with y'all? That's why we don't say hey back. Because it's always something to follow up. Then y'all want to get weird and follow people around the corner and shit. Like, women walking around with Glocks and shit now. Like, we gangsters. Like, do you understand the position? Go look at the statistics. Don't talk to us about it. Go talk to your brothers. You coming out of isolation or you got from being locked up? You were just being like, which one? Because that's what it's. I'm just trying to understand. You got charges or something? Because you weird coming up on this app asking this shit. I'm done with this video. I don't got nothing else to say. This shit, I'm gaslighting myself.
All right, man, let's talk about what we just seen. So, let me diagnose this young lady. My thing is this: black women, or women in general, and black men in general, and let's differentiate black men from Chad, Pookie, Ray Ray, and everybody else. Right? Those are not black men. A lot of them is ninjas. So let's just separate that right now, okay? Let me separate that right now. A lot of these women have a hatred for men, and it really solely based on them being able to either attract and or retain the man that they want. They be wanting Pookie and Ray Ray to be this reformed religious person that be still street edgy but turned his life around and got money, and got legit money. You know what I'm saying? That's what they really want. They want the impossible to happen. And we've talked about it. When I covered that video of the Christian dating coach about a couple months ago, he was talking about, he was saying it, but I translated it where more people can understand. But there were clips in his video where women saying, I want a reformed drug dealer. They were saying that verbatim. So this is the problem, where a lot of these women be like, I don't even like men. I hate black men. It's really the diction that they're using. It's not black men, because when you point the finger at black men, you like all of them. That's why you say all I see is black men drinking 40s and standing on the corner, and it's like those are not black men. Those are niggas. Those are Chad or Pookies and Ray Rays and Glocktavius. Why do black women have a hard time differentiating that? But I'm gonna tell you why. And I did a video the other day explaining why. See, I can fix this camera. Hold on. I did a video the other day explaining why that is. And or a couple weeks ago, when y'all see this, I did a video a couple weeks ago explaining why that is. One of the major reasons that is because black women don't see men they're not attracted to. I don't know if you ever seen Black Mirror, but there's an episode in Black Mirror where this guy was like a virtual dating coach, and he was in this guy's ear. He was coaching them how to date, and he ended up going to the upper room, and they held him responsible. He made a deal with the government to catch somebody else with this virtual reality thing that they had. He made a deal with the government to catch him. They put a loophole in this deal, so for the most part, he gets out of jail, and in this episode, he was blocked to everybody, so nobody could see him. Even though he got out of jail, he couldn't buy. Excuse me, he couldn't buy a cup of coffee. Nothing. He was blocked to the outside world. And if anybody remembers seeing that episode, Black Mirror's on Netflix. It's phenomenal. It's an older show, or not new. I don't think they had a new season in a while. But if you see that show, that's how most women see men. They don't see you if you're not attractive. And then if you come up to them, you try to holler at them, and they're not attracted to you, it's like, ew, like, get out of my face. No. You know what I'm saying? So listen to what she was saying. You know, they coming in my face, and did you just get out of isolation? And just listen to the video, what she was saying. Her experiences are with jailbirds. Now, you might be like, maybe the way she looks, that's all she can get. Or maybe that's all she's attracted to, right? So then they will say, "Well, I couldn't get the jailbird to be the reformed jailbird, so I hate all black men." That's how women think. Instead of saying, "You know what? If some of them do this, let me change my preference." But the problem with changing a preference, they're never going to be content. They're never going to be happy. When they go to the other side of that spectrum to get with men, they have to be held accountable. And with Pookie and Ray Ray and Chad and Glocktavius and the scammers, they don't hold them accountable. They can lash out, they can flip out, they can scream and do all those things, but it's not they're Chad, Pookie, and Ray Ray and Octavius. Them men are never going to fix what she wants. They'll have a physical tussle, they'll have an argument, and then they'll have sex with each other, and then that'll be that. And then they will make up. But he's not going to help her and make her self improve. And when you get with a productive man in general, regardless of the color, you have to improve. They won't tolerate the mouth. They won't tolerate the attitude. They won't tolerate the reckless spending habits. That's why you see a lot of women that get with these beta male men. You know what I'm saying? They get with these beta male men. And they have a YouTube channel where the guy sit down with the wife and they go over why they in debt. And these guys make six figures. So these guys make a lot of money, and their wives put them in debt by their reckless spending. And all these dudes are beta males, no backbone. So a lot of them end up settling for those type of guys. But some women, they just say, I'd rather go, if I don't get what I want, I hate men. I'd rather be celibate, or I'd rather be, I'd rather just date women, right? And, whatever, to each his own, right? But in her experiences, you can tell that she's dealing with low hanging fruit of men. And let's just say a productive guy came her way. She wouldn't like it. She wouldn't like it because she would have to fall in line. When you have that much vitriol and hatred for men, I'd agree with her. She should not talk to them. Now, you might be like, why are guys talking to her? And, she looks the way she looks, and there's no disrespect. Most guys probably look at her as a quick hit, I can just fuck with her, stay with her until I get back on my feet. Or I know I can hit her pretty easy because she probably got low self-esteem. That's how they looking at it. So the type of guy she hitting, that's trying to hit her, she's just a warm bed, or just to help me get on my feet, or I'm just going to, get some quick sex out of her. That's it. Oh, she must not have a standard. And what she found out is all the guys was messing with her. That's what was happening. She like, okay, he get out of jail, he get on his feet, then he do me dirty. You know what I'm saying? But now that jacket is applied to all black men. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they're dirty, they're dingy, they're dusty. When you're describing those type of characteristics in a man, that lets you know what type of man she attract. Now you think women say, you know what? Let me lose some weight. Let me self-improve. Let me see what the men are saying. Or they don't like all the makeup. Or maybe I just get a little bit skinny. Maybe I'll change my attitude. Maybe, I go to therapy. I get help. I clear my mind and come. Any woman that's coming with that energy, even if it's the perfect guy of her dreams, she's gonna fuck them over. But best believe they sit here and they have all that vitriol and hatred for black men, or a man in general, she's still fucking with black guys. And I said that from the beginning with a lot of, for years, I've been preaching that message. A lot of those lesbians, I learned this early in my adulthood life, they're not really gay. They're gay by choice. They're gay, but I won't say gay by, they're gay by choice. They're not really gay because they're gay. Most females know. For the right guy, they'll flip like a nickel and stay flipped. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't do anymore. I don't do. They'll stay flipped for the right guy. So you have to understand that. Then you know, they will talk all this shit about black men. And it was funny. Media Man did a video about it where they talked all this shit about black men, but I forget the lady's name, and she was getting on them for still justifying sleeping with black men in the comment section. They were still justifying still sleeping with the people that they hate. This is why I don't believe nothing she say. That girl that had all this hatred for black dude, I guarantee you, she's still taking black dick. I guarantee you it. She gonna come on here and lie, but I'm guarantee you it. She's still getting pound time. She talking all this shit on the internet. Her latest Pookie then got out of jail, got on his feet, got his bread, and left her running, and left her for long isolation, and she by herself. I'm telling y'all, all the characteristics that she described the jailbird Pookie Ray Ray type of dude. Instead of saying, why did this keep happening to me in self-improving? Remember Tom Cruise was another one. I mean, Tom Cruise in that movie where he kept dying and coming back, dying and coming back. That's them. Insanity. Insanity. So it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. I appreciate the love and support. Peace.